Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you want to see me do this beauty's makeup, please continue watching. I'm going to go and start with her eyebrows. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in dark brown. I'm going to go ahead and do most of her eyebrows off camera because I'm going to make a more in detail video for you guys. Because if you follow me on Instagram, you know how eyebrow obsessed I am. I'm like the queen. I love them. I will spend days for them. So she cannot get the giggles out today. Sorry, this is my first video as well as hers, so just bear with me. So I'm just gonna finish up her eyebrows. I'm gonna go ahead and clean them up with NARS Creamy Concealer in Custard. So now we are going to start her eyes. Again, I want to do a natural bronzy look. So I'm going to go in with a MAC bronzer. I do not know the name. I've had this bronzer forever. The name wore off. I'm just going to have to go into MAC and get it for you guys because it is like my go-to. It's my favorite one. We're just going to put that in the crease. Going to drag it out a little bit. Not too far though because again, I want this to be natural. So baby, tell me what you know. So of course the video was not recording as I finished her eyes using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. I am so sorry. Again, please, this is my first one. Just bear with me. I'm just going to add some lashes to the corners of her eye to make her eyes look brighter and bigger. Now this is her simple eye look thus far. Very light, glammy. Again, in different lighting you will see how shimmery it is at the end. I'm going to start with her skin. So I'm going to be using the Benefit Porefessional Primer. It is my all-time favorite one. It really covers your pores and makes your foundation go on so seamlessly. I am obsessed with primers. I think it is so good to prime your skin just to protect it from putting all that, you know, heavy makeup, concealer, highlighting on it throughout the day. It just helps me, I feel like, not break out. And again, it keeps my makeup on for a really long time. Is it because So now I'm going to grab my Lancome foundation and Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. I'm going to mix two different colors for her skin type. I am going to make her face a tad bit more tan than her body. I actually tend to do that almost on all of my clients because I'd rather the face be tanner since I do whiten it up a lot with my concealer. So I really do not mind a tan face. It's hard for me to open up unlimited. You got some shit to say and I'm in your listen, so baby show me what your love lies. Wasted days, spring the night underneath the sunrise. Show me what your love lies. Show me what your love lies. And then I am going to grab my damp beauty blender and just push that into her skin. So I like using the beauty blender when I don't want such a heavy look. I am a sucker though for, you know, if I put makeup on, I want it fully contoured. I want my face to look 10 pounds lighter, so thin and snatched. Like that is the point of me wearing makeup. But for her, since she's just going out to dinner, I'm gonna do, you know, something a little light. So I think that's really good for a beauty blender. Now, all foundations that I have are pretty buildable. So either way, if you want a more full coverage look, you can just, you know, build up the foundation with the beauty blender. It works just fine. I also really love the beauty blender for getting in between the eyebrows. You can really squeeze it and make it small and get in there because a brush won't do that. You'll end up getting it on your eyebrows, especially if you do them first like I do. So I'm gonna go grab my Too Faced Multi-Use Multi-Sculpting Concealer in Vanilla. This is my all-time favorite one. I don't think I'll ever use another one. I think this beats every other concealer. It's just so great. I even think I like it better than Shape Tape, to be honest. Now, a little goes a long way. I know it looks like I'm putting a lot on, but I'm really not. I got a lot of the product off with the brush before I even took it out of the tube. I am doing a little V on her. That's gonna really, you know, make the sides of her face come in more and really give her that contoured look. I'm also gonna do the sides of her nose because I'm going to contour her nose. I'm gonna do a little exclamation point on top of her nose. She's literally laughing, making fun of me because I just said I'm making a question mark on her nose and she had to correct me. So now that we got the giggles out yet again, I'm going to add a little bit of this concealer on her forehead just to make it brighter, a little bit on her chin. And I always do below the cheekbone before I even start to contour with my contour stick. Again, I feel like that really gives it a more chiseled look. Not using a lot of product because I don't want her face to look very white. Just a little bit left over from what I applied all over her face. And you want to bring that product down. When you want to contour, you want the brightness to be downward on the cheek. You know, you want the darkness up top to make her face look lifted, give her some cheekbones. I'm gonna go ahead and take my damp beauty blender and blend that in as well. I'm gonna roll under the eyes with the beauty blender just to make sure I get in all her fine lines. Underneath the sunrise, show me what your love lies. Show me what your love lies. Wasted days, spring and night. Underneath the sunrise, show me what your love lies. As I was reaching for my contour stick, it's the Lancome contour stick. The video, yet again, as you'll see, will cut out, so I'm gonna have to do another video for you guys on myself of contouring. So this is it, all blended. Again, I want it super light. I don't want it to look too contour. I want it to be more glowy. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Toast, and I'm gonna lightly outline her nose before I go in and make it a bit darker. And here is it almost done. Now again, when I do a full snatch look, I will totally contour our nose differently, especially on myself, but I will show you guys that in a totally different video. So I'm going to take a little blending brush, it's fluffy, and I'm going to start blending out the contour. I also don't like any harsh lines, so I will go in with a beauty blender and just really pat it in there. That is finished. I'm going to go in with my Too Faced baking powder in translucent. I'm going to do under her brow bone, under her cheekbone, the sides of her nose. And I don't really like to bake on top of her forehead. I just don't like to in general. I don't think it looks that good. So I really just pack the excess color that's on my Beauty Blender and really just buff it into her face. I'll do the same thing for under her eyes. Like, it looks so good already. It's really getting into her skin. It's like amazing. Oh, by the way, this is all shot off my phone camera because my camera died. So this is why it might not be so clear for you guys. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Bronzer in Saddle. And I'm going to leave that powder underneath her face because I like to bake extra long down there to really give it that defined line. Sorry if it's hard to catch my vibe. So I am going to grab my MAC Studio Fix powder in NC43, I believe, and I'm going to just dust off the excess powder that we were baking with. I think it really gives that line like a flawless finish. It's not too harsh, and it honestly just makes your face look so beautiful and just finishes the entire look. Sometimes I'll even put this all over everywhere where I concealed, but today I'm just going to do under. Now I'm going to go in with my blush. I believe it is from Benefit. It's like a peachy tone. It's so beautiful. I'm going in with my fluffy Sephora brush. I'm just going to put that on the apples of her cheeks. I'm going to put it on her little nose. I just love blush. I will literally throw it everywhere. Show me where you Now I am going to go ahead and finish her under eyes with the smudge brush using the Soft Glam palette from Anastasia. So this is the finished look. Thanks so much guys for watching. I really hoped you liked it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram. I will have some finished pictures up with the details listed on there. I'll link everything at the bottom, and I will see you guys next time. It's hard for me to open up, I'll admit it. You got some shit to say and I'm here to listen, so baby tell me what you